Simbad driving and doing the listening. Henrietta Sweetie Lai from Bawe, good evening to you.
Yes, to me, down for the moon, be down for years.
Mrs. Mercy Simpson, Yossi, KC Simpson, Uncle E-Man, Ebenezer, all from Kukrobite Goyle. Always tuned in. Na Ajay Jani Ashoman Estate. Mama Oye from Afienya. Alfred Naza, I see you here. TT and Nsawam, I'm always glued to your show. I love it. TT, thank you very much. Rookie inside Hacho. Rookie, thanks for tuning in and thanks for staying tuned. Rookie, you are forgiven. Sterling Alomenyo Mote from Osu. Noche ni note uwo. Blow himself. Nasa Moyao. Nasa Mudia. Nayao Samudia. Sena Blow. The enigma. Steve from Nana Ansah Kwao South. Steve, thanks for tuning in. He says Nana playtime is over. The Canadians have tuned in. Would you believe that? Greetings to you, Yogi. Kofi Hayford. Equal to you, my brother. folks, we start the way we start. Some of you are able to recite it now. Some still need prompting. But let's go. Until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting will always glorify the hunter. And you know, I'll say that again. Folks, I said, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwemu Edumasa. And I say thank God it's Monday. Another wonderful opportunity, another beautiful occasion for us to gather around as one people seeking the common good for the warrior king. And for years, we have done so successfully. And today is no different. Just that today's show is one of those shows that has to be replayed and replayed. Welcome to the ritual I call That's My Opinion, only on Joy 99.7 FM, Mondays at this time. So set your reminders and tune in. Our topic today, folks, God has answered our prayers. Our topic today, folks, God has already answered our prayers. Tell a friend to tune in, post it on your WhatsApp group so that you can discuss further after the shows. One of those shows that you definitely have to argue amongst yourselves, those who agree and disagree. Folks, let us all gather and make truth good. On countless occasions, we make the comparison between nations that are overly religious and those that are not. And mostly, the non-religious nations seem to lead in development if you take the USA out of it. My friend went over to China, and as they were busy doing business, he said, I started getting messages. He has risen, he arose, he is risen. And then it dawned on him that it was Easter. But over there in China, it was a normal, busy working day with no sign of him rising. And yet they were thriving and doing business and developing. And he says that from the last time he had visited China to this time, he could see lots of physical changes, positively. And yet back home, all the messages was reminding him that he had risen, he has arose, and he's up, and he's flying, and all those messages to let you know that he has awoken. Folks, we have prayed, and God himself is our witness. We have prayed. The Muslims will hit the road on Friday, apart from their 5 times a day. Nana, God help us, we have emptied gallons of schnapps. Saturday, SDA will take over and then pass over the baton to those who believe that Sunday is the Sabbath. Then the charismatics will hold the fort midweek, this hour, that hour, 14-day fast. I saw one church poster which said 72-day fasting. Can you imagine? 72 days of fasting. We have prayed. Folks, I'm telling you today that our prayers have not been in vain. Even though the opposite may seem true, our prayers have not been in vain. Now, I do not want to speak for God. God has not told me anything. I haven't seen anything. I don't want to say what he, she can do or cannot do. But in my time on earth, short time on earth, as far as nations are concerned, God has only given brains and natural resources. Maybe those of you who are more spiritual, who are more theologians, can maybe come and tell me something else or tell us something else. As far as nations are concerned, God has only given brains and natural resources. We are free to use them in whichever way that pleases us. Nations are free to use it in whichever way, positively or negatively, it's yours to use. So do not stop praying, but let us change our prayer topic to thank you, God. No more requests, just thank you, God. Folks, truth be told, if you have lived in Ghana, if you have experienced Ghana, if you know Ghana, truth be told, what again can God add to us? Unless we are praying for snow. Folks, unless we are praying for snow. Or maybe more gold or more coastal line or more arable land. I don't know. Let us just say thank you, because definitely we have enough. As far as brains and natural resources are concerned, we are blessed beyond many. We may not have been good with using our brains with regards to natural resources, but with peace and harmony, we have excelled. With peace and harmony, despite one or two things, or if you want to nitpick things, we have excelled. Now, what am I driving at? I'm sure you may be wondering, where's Nana going? Folks, one of the greatest desires of most youth, and indeed quite a number of Ghanaians, is the opportunity to travel abroad. For some, it's the opportunity to escape. They will term it as escape because when they leave, they will burn their passport and probably change their name and not even come back. Ironically, 100%, if you were to ask them, will want to go to any destination so far as the systems and structures work. Law and order is in place. Job opportunities, a decent wage, where people don't wake up and hide behind politics, poverty, riches, connections, and do as they please. Folks, you can ask any friend or relative who wants to travel. I mean, I'm sure each and every one of us within their contact, if you look through your contacts, you get one or two. We will want to go to any destination so far as the systems and structures work. Law and order is in place. Job opportunity. Get a decent wage. Where people don't wake up and hide behind politics to misbehave. Hide behind poverty to just do arbitrary things. Hide behind riches to just walk over the law. Connections to do as they please. Folks, we hear our bloggers all the time. Oh, in Germany, you can't do this. This will never happen in the UK. Oh, in the US, you won't get away with this. But as soon as it comes to Ghana, we immediately look for the human face and then the political angle to give an excuse for people to hide behind. We have created our own haven. We live in peace. Folks, we love our chaos. We love and enjoy our chaos. We created our own haven. We have the resources. If we apply discipline, common sense, and obey structures, this too can be a broochery. And probably even better, we have the peace already. And I think it's the most expensive commodity in the development structure. Peace. Peace. Asumdue for you to work. Our prayers, folks, have been answered. We just need to realize what we have. You can't build on waterways because you have political connections. You can't turn the pavement into a marketplace because your husband died and left you 4 kids or 5 kids. And therefore, if somebody is blind and wants to walk on the pavement, to hell with them, because so you can go to hell. You can't break the planning rules because you have money. Destroy the environment because you need to survive. Because the countries we wish to escape to, the countries which we do the 72-day fast to get an opportunity to get a visa, the countries where we store away, to get to, they don't do that. And we still admire them for that, to the point where we risk legs and limbs to get to. People walk across the Sahara Desert to get to these nations. The extent to which we go to get to these destinations, the monies we pay to get to these destinations, just to go and live by their rules. Don't litter, don't build without planning, don't drive, don't honk, don't hoot. It means we admire them. It means we love that structure. Now it boils down to leadership. I know. It boils down to leadership. But we have also created a leadership that is easily vote-mailed, if there's any such word. Vote-mailed. We blackmail our leaders with votes. If you discipline us, we won't vote for you. If you don't let us hawk on the road, we won't vote for you. If you don't let us turn the pavement into a market, we won't vote for you. If you don't let me overload, I won't vote for you. I remember once we said, we didn't vote for the government to get rid of traffic. That's when they were getting rid of the tolls. And there was not going to be any more traffic. And so they couldn't hawk by the tolls anymore. They actually went on demonstration that we didn't vote for you to get rid of traffic. I mean, you need to create the traffic so we can. I mean, that's how ridiculous it gets. And so, folks, they also back off. If you discipline us, we won't vote for you. Well, then I back off and they leave us be. And the results is what the majority are trying to escape from. These blackmailing that we blackmail authority for them to stop disciplining us, and therefore we live in this field and this chaotic, and then we turn around and want to escape from this same mess that we have blackmailed somebody to create. If we in the media lead this charge, if the clergy follow, and the traditional authority give their backing and blessing to instilling discipline, leaders will be empowered. The leaders will be empowered. We will be shocked at the speed with which we attain new heights. Folks, within 10 years, you will not recognize your own country. You will be shocked the speed with which we will attain new heights. So, fellow Ghanaians, God has answered our prayers. It is up to us to act. We just have to act. God will never, ever send an angel to come and sweep for us. God will never open a factory and create jobs for anyone. God will never refine an ounce of gold to make one single earring. Not one gold. God will not produce one single earring. God will not refine crude, folks. Not even a teacup of petrol. You will not get a teacup of petrol from God. No matter how much crude he gives you, teacup, petrol, teacup, you won't get it. In spite of the biggest tree in West Africa being in Kede, I think it's in Kede. You won't get a kitchen stool out of God. Folks, God won't even fry you a slice of plantain. And indeed, folks, he can bless you with all the cassava in the world, not a cup of gari. Half olonka gari, you won't get it from God. You get me? So we have to realize and accept the answered prayers. It has already been answered. It's up to us to act. You have the cassava, you need to grate it and get your gari. You can't still get cassava and start praying for gari. You can't get crude and pray for fuel. You can't get arable land and pray for food. That is the answered prayer. And indeed, prayer without faith or prayer without action is just dead. This is our abruchery. This is our abruchery. And indeed, it could be even a better abruchery than many. So I am calling on all of us, folks, to back and support disciplinary actions. Let us get rid away of this, indiscipline in broad daylight. Somebody can just buy a tipper truck of sand and just come and tip it on the main road because, really? Really? But we can do it. If only we realize that our prayers have been answered. And then there's no need to escape and lose hope and give up hope as though we're living in some hellhole. No, we don't. No, we don't. Our prayers have been answered. Our prayers have been answered. Compared to others, we have been overly answered. But we just must realize it. Common sense and discipline. And I'm saying the media together should lead. All the lead editors and lead producers and all the big stations and newspapers and whatever come together on this cause and lead. The clergy at church. The clergy at church tell the congregation. On Friday, the imams should tell the congregation. And then we, Nananom, should give the backing to the government that if you do this, we will tell our people to back you. That is off the chart. Nobody can do politics or division with this. Discipline. And this will also be arbitrary. But you may disagree. You may agree. That is 0302 216 541. 0302 216 541. Okujia hene, Nana Apredi hene, always tuned in. Loyal listener, we appreciate you. Richard Collins Akunse, Nana, you're perfectly right. It is a collective responsibility. But all the way in South La is Chidiak. Hello, my brother.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It goes like this.
Mm-hmm.
For lack of wisdom, my people shall perish. Yes. And then 2, Ghanaians are selfish. Ghanaians think of themselves alone. Sometimes our vice president makes statements that I'll enter the room, open the door, hold it for the others to enter. But with the Ghanaian setting, he will open the door or she will open the door, enter and close it. We always think of ourselves alone. 2, the society has weaponized Satan, the word Satan, and then prosperity. Yes. You see, so long as society refuses to take responsibility and they look for a scapegoat, which is the word Satan, every bad thing somebody does is being deceived by Satan. That means the human being at that stage refuses to take responsibility. And so long as you live as a human being and you refuse to take responsibility of your deeds, that means you are gone. 2, you see that one of the biggest society that we have a single mothers so much in the society is Ghana. You see women suffering, going around struggling because we have irresponsible men who take care of pregnant them and just abandon them. This is the type of society we have. You see a taxi driver driving, he will just stop in the middle of the road. He wants to buy water, regardless about somebody is behind him. He doesn't care. So long as he gets his water and drink, that's it. He's gone. We cannot build a society like this. We must be each brothers and sisters keepers. So long as we don't go either way, this country will not develop. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Chidiak in South Lab. But in Community 25 is Kwame Abeka Ojam. Hey, Kwame.
Mama.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, my boss.
Let me hear
the chief of Little Akomu, right?
No, that's the Republic of Edumasa.
Mama, God answered our prayers long ago. We know it. But what one asks, what kind of leadership did I bring to Ghana? Mama, today it rained. It has rained, and from Community 25, even to the Tetekwashi runabout. What have we done wrong as a people? I understand your point in as much as you want to say citizens are supposed to behave in a certain way. What about leadership? I have voted for you. You have elected leaders. There are rules they have to implement. There are responsibilities you have to undertake in order to make sure the city is clean. The roads are okay. Look at us. Let me give you a typical example. And it's very typical. A short road driver. We watch them all the time misbehaving on the road. Who is correcting who? Nana, if you want to look on like this all the time and behave as if there's no leadership, and be sincere with you. When I sit in my car and I move, I just ask myself, God, please take me to my workplace and let me come back home safe.
Kwame, let me engage you just 1 minute. You see, that's what I'm saying. That even though, I also think it all boils down to leadership. But you see, we have created this system where leadership is so vulnerable where, hey, upami if you hire to Abama. Upami if you hire to Abama. Also, I can't another 4 years will be to me at now. So then he just thinks, well, let me enjoy the power and let you sell on the road.
No, look at the decongestion they did at Circle. And Accra. I went there 2 days later. The same thing is happening again. Oh, what is wrong with that? Are you sure God is here? I'm asking you, be honest with yourself.
God must be here. God must be a bit disappointed, but he must be here. He must be here. Kwame, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Let me get to Nana Kwesi. Hello, Nana Kwesi.
Nana, it's been missed.
Yes.
Well, I bring you greetings from Burkina Faso.
Great.
And my president Ibrahim Traore. He say good evening to you.
Okay. I respond back.
He say, this is, just like you mentioned, this is not new on this show. And I've always maintained that God has done everything that He will do for this mankind. And fortunately for Ghana, let me not talk about Africa, let me talk about Ghana. Fortunately for Ghana, we've been blessed with everything to make us successful for us. However, all that is left, a little discipline, apply common sense and wisdom, in addition to the knowledge that we acquire in the classroom to benefit us. That is what we are lacking. Nana. And just like you said, it all starts at any leadership. Just like we've created a system whereby if authorities want to enforce, then it's like they are being blackmailed. And that is where it also goes to show that those people we entrust in the country, they are only interested in the power. Not necessarily because they want to do anything different.
Nana Kwesi, that's why I started like with the media, like the clergy. I mean, can't we also like support them? We must support.
With this congestion that happened, media people were there and they were interviewing these people. And just like you mentioned, this is what we used to feed our family. And I'm a single mother. And I'm a blah, 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 blah. Excuse. And I was hoping that one interviewer would just mention to this woman that, Master, you say because you want to feed your family, so we should allow you commit a crime. Do you know that it's the same thing as somebody going to steal? Between you and that person, there's no difference between you and that person because both of you are committing a crime. It's your but you see, they all went to interview them, and of course, what will give us traction? Okay? They say this is what we use. We are single parents, especially the women. We are single mothers, and blah blah, and that's what will be the traction. So the media carry that, and you see, the one also in power, the authorities in power. Here is the case where the president appoints a whole lot of people. Nana, look at it, the president appoints a whole lot of people. So, if it comes like that, the media is broadcasting it, then the government begins to be unpopular. So, on then they start quarreling. But at the end of the day, if you say you are bringing change to me, and basic things like this, you can't sell on the pavement, you can't litter on the wine, and the same people who say they have voted for you are blackmailing you with it. And you say because of that, you also make sure that some of these things will happen. Then I'm sorry, Nana, I don't know where we are going. I don't know how, if we all come together, this thing will change. Nana, see, this same place.
Oh, Nana, sorry. I think I got Rookie now. Sorry, I think your line dropped. But I got Rookie now. Hello, Rookie.
Hello, good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Nana, I think we live in a country where we want to give God the work. We want Him to come down as a human being and do what He has given us the wisdom to do. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
To be like a whole country, so it's like we don't have brains. It's amazing that we are always in church praying, but yet we come out and it's more like we're sitting, we are so religious, but yet very hypocritical, and like we don't even think. We criticize the West, but then I look at them. As you rightly said, we are rushing to go there. I for one, say plain besiwo. No, say beso the me mo eduan kana na meko. But their rules are working and people are obeying it. So what shows we can't do it here? The women in the market who are saying that they are single mothers, or please come and buy to Kwana Bruchini. Now, Bruchini, then a war. I am no mudiso.
Yeah.
It's two more about course on Kodimas. Now the Okum with the wound this armor and so. Me, Finana, Yentim. As CBS said, they are criminal as the one pulling a gun to go and steal. But you don't see it as such. And I mentioned that imagine a blind person wants to access this part. They can't. Even widows who can see. Now, if you are walking and you don't know, and I walk hey, meanwhile, that's my rightful place to pass. But I'm in trouble for passing my right place where you have wrongly displayed your goods. Yet we sit here and say we are religious. I think God should come and wipe all of us out. With either water or fire. Thank you.
Thank you very much. But we will wake up. Assalamu alaikum, Imoro Al Hassan.
Yes, Nana.
My brother, let me hear you.
Good evening, Nana.
Good evening. Lower your TV set or your radio set for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it down now?
It's down now. Let me hear you, my brother.
Okay. Good evening, Nana.
Good evening.
Yeah, Nana, today I've not agreed with you on many of your.
Let me hear you.
Your submissions. You said God has answered our prayers.
Yes.
Has God answered our prayers really? In this situation, if you have a human being as a full one, and your leg is paining you, will you say you are at peace? Look at the trauma we have in Boku for how many years? Is Ghana peaceful? And other parts. And Boku is boiling. So you can't say we are at peace. We are never at peace.
Technically, I don't want to downplay Boku in any way whatsoever. But, sometimes, like maybe if your leg is hurting you and you go somewhere and somebody is dying of cancer, you can't say, because my leg is paining me and I got cancer, we are all in the same condition. So, no, I don't want to downplay Boku. But in total, if we were to, I don't know the technicalities there, but, Charlie, we can't, we still have to be grateful. We still have to be grateful. Look at Palestine. So I don't want to downplay Boku in any way. But
Boku and Palestine, there's no difference. The only difference is the distance and the people involved.
I won't argue at all.
You also mentioned that many of us leave our country and go outside the country because of their rules and their laws and their beautiful environment.
Job opportunity.
I disagree with you. People don't go because of those things. So they are going because there is good salary.
Yeah, that's what I said. Job opportunity and a good wage. I said that.
So we are not going there because we enjoy their laws. That laws there are nauseating. But you want the money. But that is what people subject themselves to.
That's what creates the jobs, ironically.
But people don't go there because of those things. What do we do to make sure that we also have better conditions of salaries and payments? That is our main problem. Look, the fact is that we have developed a system that is not helping us as a country, and nobody is bold to change it. People get the type of leaders that defeat them. Every leadership we get, that is our way of life, because the leaders don't come from a different country to the country. They come out from our own. They evolve from us. So they are only depicting who we are. We are never different from the leaders. Whatever leadership style they are putting up, how many people revolt and demonstrate against it? All those who are surrounding that leader are yelling and praising him. And those who are not at his side are criticizing and complaining. But they don't even do anything because they are waiting for their turn to also do the same thing. So we get what befit us, we can't complain.
Salam alaikum.
Nana, are you with me?
Salam alaikum, my brother. I'm with you. We get the leaders we deserve.
Thank you, Nana.
Thank you very much. But I was just thinking that, fine, we got the leader we deserve. But we are in the media. There's the clergy, there's the traditional rulers. If we came together and supported the cause for discipline, what has that got to do with leadership or not? But Adam, let me hear you.
Nana,
yes, sir.
Order over. Nana, sometimes after listening to some of the callers, they seem to be digressing from the topic. And I want us to find out exactly. I want to probably ask you to, tell us exactly what we are talking about. Are we talking about Christianity in development or what?
No. I'm just saying that as a nation, we have always prayed for God to intervene.
We've always been what?
Pray for God's intervention, one way or the other.
Good.
And usually the intervention would be good health, long life, good jobs, peace, prosperity, whatever.
Good.
And I'm saying that prayer has been answered. So that what all the ingredients needed for a developing nation is here. We have peace. We live amongst each other. Fine. There may be problems in Boku, but doesn't mean that the whole nation is boiling. Or if you lower your radio set for me, I'm getting big feedback.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Good.
So we have all that. And then we have the resources that if we use our brains, we could turn around to build whatever it is that we want. We could turn this into a butchery. If we discipline ourselves and get people off the pavement, people don't build in their waterways and stuff like that. This is also a butchery. This is also a butchery. Fine. Maybe we don't have a big factory to manufacture cars, but not every country should manufacture a car.
Nana, sorry to cut you.
Yes, sir. Let me hear you.
But if our leaders themselves can disappoint God by promising God they'll give him a cathedral in his honor,
and swerve him,
that should tell you the kind of people we have in this country. Listen, I think it's about time we come out with some laws or whatever to ban church activities from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. it's time to work, time to use your brains. Let's not forget that the church service we attend at 8 a.m. and all those things, we finish, we give offertories. The pastor is there making or doing his business. What about the congregation? Are we thinking about it that way? Now, you go to a church, pray. I'm not saying I'm a Christian. I'm not saying anything against prayers or whatever. But times, you see, we have misplaced priorities. That's what I think it is. We have misplaced priorities.
Let me engage
so
you.
We have a nation whose president can be thinking of putting up a cathedral using the nation's coffers while we are bleeding. Does that tell you that we use adoption?
Adam, I agree with you on that. Considering
I sometimes don't understand.
Adam, let me.
It looks like we are all infected.
Adam, please let me come back on track. I agree with you. You can't build a cathedral and then when you're sick, you go somewhere to go and heal yourself. So I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, if we in the media teamed up, pro-discipline, if the church leaders preached discipline into their congregation, the mosque leaders preached discipline, if chiefs in the palaces also endorse it, I don't know, could that maybe inspire leadership? Could that give confidence in the leader to say that if I've got all this backing, then I'm bulldozing ahead?
Sometimes it's very hard to speak the truth, but we are fighting a losing battle. I think we need to set up from maybe the next 2 generations to come. But this current generation, matter corruption in the corruption. I mean, all we are saying, I understand it, but let's call a spade a spade. Because sometimes you can't just think. Yeah, this is, I was just looking at some. Maybe somebody has gone to plant how do you call it, canopy or whatever in the gutter, and you ask yourself, do we think at all as a nation? Oh, what you have, what that topic of that building, the way you are putting it, it's like, oh, but for some adults, and I ain't touchy, you're but for someone, oh, you go above let's speak the truth. Let's say it as it is. The country is messed up. People are losing hope in this country. We are living in pretense. As if but we are losing.
Hello? Oh, Adam, that was mine. I still have hope. I still have hope. I still have hope. Because look, if I still have hope, man. This is our arbitrary, and we must create it. Say thanks to the international producers, Oliver, Anita, and the legendary Ziggy. Kofi Hayford will line up some songs to really thank you God songs, man. we are not requesting fee. All we are saying is thank you. And then we have to make a promise to God that we will utilize brains, resources, and apply common sense. We shall utilize brains, transform our resources, and apply common sense. That's all. I am Nana Ansah Kwao IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akwamu Edumasa. And I'm saying, God willing, Nana, good evening. You are right. Our prayers have been answered, and what we need is discipline. We need to change our constitution and empower the military to enforce law and order. That's how we shall overcome. Excuse my French, stupidity and indiscipline. We should let the law bite. Wealth should be explained. We don't need to be so negative-minded. Our challenges will disappear in a matter of months. C.C. Solomon managed to get that in. Folks, next Monday, God willing, we'll be back to do this all over again.